What's up guys, welcome back to AHC Garage, a channel that's built for today's Acuras, Hondas, and all the classic. And today we are back on our TL Type S build project.
Yeah, we're not ready for the final countdown or the final cost because we're going to add a little bit more to that bucket, fortunately or unfortunately. Yeah, so there's a couple loose ends we want to tie up. Talking in regards to the axles. Now someone had made a comment earlier saying wait till you lower it, because those aftermarket axles are going to be a rough ride, and indeed they were right.
So he called it right. He called 100%. We'll go ahead and give him one of these cool t-shirts.
Yeah, we appreciate that. You were right. It's not a horrible vibration, but it is definitely noticeable upon acceleration. One
of the last items that is aftermarket.
Yeah, getting rid of them all. And just kind of going into the interior, we're tightening up a couple things. We got a new radio. We have a whine in the radio. We're replacing those trims. Pretty penny for those trims. I looked countless times for good condition. You just can't find them. The door actuator, we're replacing that. And then we still got that gas cap lid open. So what do we have to fix that?
The gas cap warning messages that comes on tighten gas cap. So we actually have a brand new EVAP Purge Solenoid. You're going to take care of that problem.
Yeah, so a lot of things to do, and you're going to wait till next episode because we got something bigger going down after this. But let's get started right now.
So we got the car up in the air. Axle replacement should be pretty simple. We have a 36mm axle nut right over there. We have a collar pin that we need to take out from the castle nuts right down here. We have a 17mm bolt along with the nut on this side. We move everything up. The axle should slide out with no problem. Repeat the same on this side.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead now and remove the nut and bolt from the shock fork. Now we're gonna go ahead and loosen up the lower ball joint nut. And we're gonna break it apart from the spindle. Okay, so we have our brand new axle over here. Remember, OEM is the way to go. So you want to make sure you don't have any problems and to get a nice, smooth ride.
So like Brian is saying, this is the aftermarket unit versus the brand new OEM unit. As you can see, the aftermarket unit is missing the dampener right over here. That's going to help with the vibration. And the construction itself is just much better. And this thing is super light. And this thing here is super sturdy and heavy.
And I learned something. I learned that about that dampener, and it's going to make for a much smoother ride. This is much heavier. I mean, I haven't worked out in a while, but I definitely use this. All right, so we're ready to put the driver's side axle in. It'll just fit right in and slide into the grooves. And then now we're just going to do the reverse, put back the nut on the lower ball joint, and then go ahead and put the bolt and the nut back on the spindle.
OEM axle went in perfectly. Let's go and put the wheels on and move on to the next item. So we're gonna car back down on the ground. The next thing we're gonna work on is the Perch EVAP Solenoid. The issue that we have is the check fuel cap lights every so often will come on and give us a message. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and replace the solenoid. First thing is remove the engine cover. So we got the engine covered out of the way. Now we see the EVAP Purge Solenoid is sitting right on the side of the intake manifold. Very common problem on the 04 to 08 TL with a check fuel cap message. We go ahead and put a part number in the description. You guys can check that out. In terms of the replacement, it's pretty simple. You have two 10mm nuts, one on top, one on the bottom, two holes to remove any reinstall, and a 2-pin connector. Alright, the old one come out just like this. Now the new one, all we have to do is swap over this washer. It's in the front. Put it back together. And just like that, we are all done with the EVAP Purge Solenoid valve. All we have to do is put an engine cover back together and move on to the next item.
All right, so we're gonna go over here on the passenger side now. We realized that the door lock actuator is not working properly. So when we hit the lock button, all of the locks go down except for this one. Didn't realize it before, so we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna remove the door panel and replace that module. So this is the module. Actually, it's very simple. It looks like it has two harnesses that plug right into it. And when these go bad, no longer sending electronics to the door lock to actually operate properly. So the door latch is out, and we're gonna go ahead and open up the package. We'll remove the cover and just swap them out. That easy. All right, so we're good to go. We put the sleeve back over, we put the screws in. Now we're time to put it back into the car. Okay, so now we're ready for the interior portion of the video. Now, a couple things we want to take care of. We had originally replaced this radio with a used one because we had a whining sound. Long story short, it just died. It's no longer functional, so we have a remanufactured radio that we're ready to put back in here. Now, if we take a look at the Navi screen when it's all powered up, so if we go ahead and take a look at the Navi unit right here, we can notice that 2 of the navigation bulbs are out. Now, rather than just replacing these 2, we're opting to go ahead and replace them all. I actually noticed that we had a 3rd one out. Now, the reason why we do this is because most likely when we're in the navigation unit and we're taking it apart, it's gonna throw off a couple bulbs and we're gonna notice that more are out once we're done. So go ahead and we'll replace this. And well, look at these trims. We all know that these wear out pretty quickly. These are a just a wrap, and it is not OEM, and that's not going to go down in this car. So let's get to work because we got 2 brand new ones. Man, I learned how to do this. I watched the video, and now I know how to take this apart.
You watch our video?
Yeah, watch our video and learn how to do it. You know, AHC garage in the house, boy.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What happened?
I just cracked the seat.
Right here?
It literally just happened right now.
Oh my God. You know what? I'm kind of happy you did because I need a reason to replace this. I just don't know if I can just replace the bottom though.
Well, let's figure it out.
Yeah.
Later. Let's get back here, finish this up, and.
All right, let's.
Brian, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you know what? That was bound to happen.
Gosh.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll see what we're gonna do about that. There we go.
Some of the projects never end, Brian.
It never ends, but you know what? There's not that many builds that are like this.
Have it for the right reason.
Have it for the right reasons. Okay, so this is a navigation unit right here, and we're going to learn how to take it all apart to replace those bulbs right now. Now it's very important to note that you just can't not order one of those bulbs and expect that bulb to put it wherever you want. All these bulbs have different wattages. Now if we take a look at the diagram right here, we'll notice that there is a particular bulb for a particular spot. Now going over to our navigation unit here, we've laid them all out. Now these are all not the same part numbers. If we take a look, this one right here, it ends in Apple 01, and the next one Apple 61. So that has to do with the wattages. You cannot just put them where you think they're gonna go and expect them to be okay. And to remove them, all we gotta do is have a pocket screwdriver and give it a little twist, and they will pop out. We're gonna do about 4 at a time so we don't get too overwhelmed. So, and those are the rest of the bulbs that are coming right out. So up next, we're gonna do the heater switch bulbs. Also the hazard, it doesn't need it yet, but you know, removing that vent piece is a real pain, and we're gonna do it and be proactive. So it's all good to go right now.
Moment of truth.
Here we go, let's check it out. Alright. Let's turn the lights on, make sure the lights are good.
Really nice. All
Really good. Yep. We got the code, that's a good indication now that the radio is working, and all we need to do is put it in. 24, 6, 4, 6. Yeah, boy. Kind of weird to do. Here we go. Long search, couldn't find them in good condition, and these are going to be pristine. Let's take a look. Beautiful factory trim. You will never be able to find it in this type of condition. Maybe they'll be matching beautiful brand new seats too in the future. Wow. Wow. Look at that smile. Wow. Here's the other one.
Hey Brian, how does that $250 piece feel in your hand?
It doesn't feel like $250, but that's what they want. That's what they get, and Daddy gets what Daddy wants. Comment below. Tell me if I'm crazy for spending $250 on one trim. They fit perfect. They look great. They're seamless. Wow.
Another success story.
Another success story. And stay tuned for next week. There'll be another one too.
Hey guys, we're getting that much closer to make this car to a showroom piece.
Yeah, you know, those simple little annoyances can really determine the car from being a real factory restoration and just a mediocre one.
On the next episode, we're gonna have to do something with the interior seats.
Yeah, you know, the biggest concern of mine is, you know, putting a new leather seat on the bottom and not matching the rest. That will drive me more crazy than the crack. Now, getting a crack fixed is not necessarily easy. You got several cracks throughout that whole entire leather. It's just gonna get worse and worse. We're gonna have to see what we're gonna do about that, but if you know anything about this build, we pretty much go all out.
Yeah, I mean, drop a comment below. Let us know what you want to do.
Yeah. So until then, you know, we'll have to stay patient. But thanks for joining us, and
We'll see you guys on the
the
next one. Wait for this one.
Welcome back.
You can't get it. You just can't get it. Hey Brian.
Yeah.
What you got there, buddy?
Yo, I got another check. I think this is like one of 50 invoices that were at least 500 or higher, but it's all worth it. Take a look at this beauty. 102, 103.
I think it's been a while since you've done that, huh?
No, because
It gets tiring.
Say what?
boy,
Got lights.
oh, there you go.
Got lights.
Got light.
That's why Tino's the best. You have the light that built in. So
Yeah, the built-in light. Yeah, I think they designed it like that. Yeah, they knew their actuator's gonna go bad in 15 years. Here's the moment of truth. It doesn't work. Too easy.
Too easy.
I'm opening up the bag like it's a part. I can see right through it. 4, 6. Yeah, boy. Oh. Just a little bit so we don't get demonetized.